going to do. For the format of tonight's debate, one at a time, I'm going to have each of the candidates come up, spend a couple minutes going over their platform, what they stand for, what their main objectives are while they're in office, what you can expect from them. Once they've all had a chance to introduce themselves, we're moving right to audience questions. Gracie out here has a microphone and will be going around shouting questions up here. You can ask a question of all of the candidates. You can ask a question of a specific candidate, so on and so forth. We will do that until we are, out of questions, and then I might ask a few. Just depends on how many questions you, the people of San Andreas, have for our wonderful mayoral candidates. So with that having been said, we will start from left to right, just like the city council debate, one at a time. Come up here and introduce yourselves.
Hello, everybody out there. Can you hear me just fine? Okay, good. As Nora just said, my name is Morgan Tinkles. I'm running for city mayor. It's nice to see everybody here. Hey, I'm not going to waste people's time here. I have a big speech I wrote out, and I'm not going to read it. So I just wanted to let you kind of know what I stand for. So, I believe in representation, inclusivity, and ensuring that everybody's voice in Los Santos has a place at the table. I love this city, and my goal is simple. A Los Santos that works towards people, where citizens feel safe, heard, and have a proud place to call home. So, my key points, what I want to look at, and I understand this, that the mayor can't act alone. The mayor needs the backing of the city council. So the plans that I want to bring forth, I will discuss with the council, and I will also add their feedback to it. But the main points being, and this will be probably repeated for a lot of the candidates here, is I want to make sure we have a law enforcement review. And that includes, and I've spoke to a lot of people, there's a lot of ticked off people out there that when they ring the LSPD, no one answers the goddamn phone. Who would like a manned desk and people answering the phones? Wouldn't that be really good? So that be for starters. So we get that done. We get that probably, up and running very quick. They'll have a full review, make sure that they're offering what they need, they get what they need, and they're being fair to the criminals that are passing through. And now we're going to go on to the business review. There's a lot of businesses in this city, and some of them work very well. I have my favorite coffee shop. I have a place to go to and get something to eat. And there's some nice clubs, but there's a lot of places that just don't open. Want to make sure that they're in the right hands and they're employing people, so we have places to go, spend our money, and get the economy moving. And now one of the other larger points, and I'm not going to bore you with the rest of them, is I want to make sure we have more transparency.
What's up?
There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that seems to be done behind closed doors. For one thing, I think the LSPD are operating without a public mandate. You believe that? That's crazy. I want to get that fixed. So yeah, that's me, Morgan Tinkles. I'm here for you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tommy Gunn. Thomas Gunn, if you want to be formal. I'm running for mayor to try, a few things really. I can see that I'm getting text messages currently heckling me. I've lost my train. Oh, that's it. I'm trying to stamp out corruption. I'm trying to help businesses improve in however they need. I want to provide, constant communication between government and the citizens of this beautiful city. I want constant town hall meetings for people so that when you want to learn what's going on, we can set something up where people can be communicated with and you can hear the what you want to hear. I want to fix relationships with the LS, the marshals, FIB, DOC. I want to fix a relationship between all of those branches of the government and the people. Yeah, honestly, I'm not as prepared as I was the other day, so that's gonna about do it for now for me.
So some of you may know me, some of you may not. My name is Riley Manzel. I've been trying to campaign ever since I got my expungement, so maybe about a week or two ago. I'm gonna be honest. My platform is as simple as, well, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. There's no reason to try and overcomplicate things and make things, awkward. I'm trying to make things easier for you, the people. So I am currently my current goals are to change up the penal codes. So I want to change the penal codes. I want to make the penal codes make sense. I want you guys, the people, to not get fucked over by the cops. I'm sure everyone, could agree with that, right? I want to make sure that the cops are being kept in line, for one thing. I've had a lot of terrible fucking stories. Cops not being trained correctly, people not, just not doing their fucking jobs right. It's fucking disgusting. Pardon my language, but, I'm tired of it. I'm sure you guys are tired of it too.
Just a minute ago on the phone.
As well as that, I want to make sure that we are keeping an open door policy within the council or within the mayor's office. I want to make sure that you, the people, can come down to my office or whoever gets in office and can have a word with us. You can just sit down, have a talk about what's bothering you. Maybe we can try and come up with something together. That's what it's all about. It's all about trying to work with you guys, you have us help you, so that everything can become a whole lot better. Just that simple.
My name's Justin Kidd, and I'm gonna be the mayor once you guys vote for me.
Fuck you.
Thank you. I'll fuck you too. Don't worry. I say yes to whatever you guys propose to me, but then ultimately, it'll have to go through the council. And I'm willing to have good debates with them about things that you guys want to propose. But I want you to be known that anything you guys propose will be heard. Because I hear you. Because I have ears. My nose doesn't work. I don't have ability to smell. But I'm here for you guys, and I don't want to waste your time any longer. I'm ready to win. So I'll see you guys in the courthouse where I work, when I work there. I love you guys.
Okay, so Gracie, at this point, why don't we have people who want to ask a question? When you have something you want to ask, just raise your hand, say, ooh, I would love to answer a question, please, or I'd love to ask a question, please pick on me. And I'll have Gracie go around and select people and relay their questions up here.
All right, hello, my name's Gail Gossip of Gossip News. I do have a question for some of the Kennedys. And by some of them, I mean all of you. All right, first up, Justine.
Yep, that's me. Hello.
That's you. Justine, I heard a salacious rumor about you.
Okay.
I heard you went speed dating and left alone, sobbing and crying. Do you feel like you emotionally recovered? And do you feel like it's because of your looks or your personality that you were denied?
Yes, I did happen to do that. And yes, I did get left alone. And yes, I did sob and cry. And also, yes, I did emotionally recover. Whether or not I think that it's because of me, I think people were intimidated by me. And yeah, they knew that I was going to win this mayorship, and they probably didn't want to have the burdens of being the first lady. So yeah, that's probably what happened. Thank you for the question. Great question, by the way.
Thank you. The Mr. Yes Man who couldn't get a woman to say yes. Next person, Riley.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I was at the court case where you were expunged recently. Do you care to enlighten the audience on your crime you were expunged of?
I certainly can. Absolutely. I've got nothing to hide. So a couple of my crimes, they were nothing violent. I'd say the worst thing that was probably on my record was street racing. It's definitely a dangerous hobby, but one that I no longer upkeep.
All right, easy enough. Miss Morgan.
Hi there.
Hello. Morgan, I heard a rumor that you were dead and no one cared. My question for you is, are you A, dead, B, not cared about, C, both, or D?
Which was the D? What was that?
D's not. You're so gullible. Oh my God.
Well, I am not dead. I am very much alive. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think people care about me. I'd be missed if I died. So yeah, Tommy would miss me. So I am very much alive. Thank you for, letting me know that rumor where I'm dead, where I'm not.
Thank you for squashing that rumor. Last but not least, Tommy Gunn. Thomas Gunn, if you're nasty. As you're going to expose corruption, I have a lot of corruption to expose. But I do heard a rumor that you were sexually aroused by a Windex bottle. Is that true?
Yeah, so I don't know where you've heard that rumor because, to be completely frank, I've been single my entire life and honestly never look at anything or anyone in that kind of way. So I don't know, where you've heard that from.
Very single, but why are all your mirrors so clean? Oh, that's all I had.
I don't own a house, so I don't have a mirror.
Wish you all luck.
Let's keep that on note that he said
Give me
no
back
one
the
and not
mic.
no thing.
All right, my name's John Boyd, and I have 2 questions for each of you. First question that I'd like answered is, what separates you from everyone else on stage that makes us want to vote for you instead of them? You all seem to have the same ideas.
Oh, I could go first, guys. What separates me from the person to my right? About 4.5 feet.
Okay, I'll take that. So, as you pointed out, a lot of us stand for very similar things. But the thing with me is I will actually get shit done.
Well, I mean, I think anybody can get shit done. The main thing here is that I myself, I have not made any sort of promises to people here. Everyone else here up on stage, I mean, besides maybe Justin, because his promise is just that he'll say yes. Everyone else here has tried to make some promises to you, and I'm not going to make any promises because I don't know what I'm going to be able to change. I don't know what the council's going to want to do. I don't know what the the upper government's going to want to do. But I will listen, and I will try my best to fight for what you guys want to fight for.
Okay, so my answer is I don't do things perfectly most of the time. I kind of mess up a few things. I'm not a perfect person, but I do think that I at least get the job done. So all the people who make promises about getting things done, they'll say they'll get the job done. They'll say they'll do it like perfectly and everything. I might not get it done perfectly the first time, but I at least get it done.
Because you'll be passed out on Mount Chiliad drunk, right?
Yes, I probably will be passed out drunk somewhere.
Great mayor candidate, guys. Great mayor candidate.
All right, thank you, guys.
At least I'm honest.
Second question, this one I want you to think about. What is one reason people should not vote for you?
I'll start.
One reason for people to not vote
won't
for us,
start.
that is a very interesting question there, Boyd. I guess I kind of have a little bit of a thing with ecstasy. But I mean, like, hey, fucking, it's not like I'm going to be doing it in the office, right? It's just going to be at the parties that I go to.
I killed people before.
I can say it's safe to say I haven't done that, in this state at least.
I'll just say this. I've been around here for probably longer than all of these contestants, and I used to be a cop. So if you're a criminal, you probably shouldn't vote for me because I used to be a cop. And then I became a criminal and I killed people. So if you're a cop, you probably shouldn't vote for me. So I guess that leaves me down to, I don't know. Yeah, maybe nobody should vote for me. I don't know. But maybe everybody should as well. That's my answer. Brutally honest. At least I won't be drunk on the rooftops of the mountain or whatever that guy said. I wasn't listening. Next.
Well, I would say, if you don't like my policies, don't vote for me. It's that simple.
I've got like 5 different gangs and like shady organizations trying to kill me. So there's a high chance that I might just not live very long if I become mayor. So yeah, there's a high chance of me being assassinated.
Maybe you guys should vote for him, and that would be interesting to watch.
All right,
Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Boyd.
Yo, okay. So I got a question from all the people, man. Like, is that horse like a candidate too? Cause like, I'm looking at the stats here. I've been doing surveys, man. So currently, 74 of the people voting for that horse, and then we got Tommy Gunn in second place, and then we got Riley in third.
God damn. That's
Yeah, the
crazy.
horse is running. The horse is running.
The horse
right
is
now it's
definitely not
standing.
running.
Yes,
I'm
it
in
is.
Voting for the
second
horse, you're
place.
voting for Justin Kidd.
The horse's name is Justin Kidd.
Oh, my in second place.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The audience named him Gertrude.
In office, this
Oh my
horse.
god, I'm so
oh my god,
sorry.
this man's
That is not
beating
what I
other
have
contestants.
asked. I'm so
Disqualified.
sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
I like to
deserved.
say that we had no partaking in this violence, yo. Though we is a gang, we didn't partake in this. They just decided to get violent on their own.
Yeah, of course.
All right, second question, man. What is I want to hear this from each of y'all, but what are y'all doing about the damn EMS goddamn snitching on motherfucker because they mandatory reporters, man?
Well, I mean, that is a good question. Realistically, as you said, they are mandatory reporters. However, maybe, they should consider, like maybe not trying to run away from people if they do something in the hospital. Maybe just put your hands up, I'm not saying that you shouldn't report shit, but, maybe just play along with the shit. Maybe don't run away and immediately call the cops. That's all I'm going to say.
I also don't know if I can change the fact that they're mandatory reporters, but anybody that votes for me will receive 1 complimentary roll of duct tape. So you could do with that to help with the problem.
I mean, if it's becoming a problem where people are losing trust in the EMS, then, we maybe just need to make sure they're using their discretion a little bit more while, still keeping themselves and their patients safe. That's something that, something that can probably be looked at. So thanks for bringing that to our attention.
We can't stop EMS from doing their civic duty of reporting criminals, but I think
There is one.
EMS should at least give the criminals a 5-minute head start before they call the cops. I think that's a fair workaround.
Or maybe just wait for the cops to fucking, wait for the cops to come to you. They're probably gonna come in and ask me for a report. If they don't ask you for a report, what the fuck do you need to report for?
Hello.
Yeah, what
I just have one question for all of you. I would like you all to tell me what your number one priority is if you get elected.
I mean, I guess I'll start. I mean, again, my priority is to listen to what the people have and what they think is a problem and try my best to solve that problem if it is solvable within the scope of the mayor's office and the council and everything else.
But is there anything you've seen that you want to tackle? Like, what is putting you up there on that stage running for this position? What do you want to fix?
Me personally, one that I definitely want to fix is the penal code. The penal code is entirely confusing. Some of the previous members of DOJ, not the ones that we have up here, such as the lovely Nora here, the previous ones before that, they had a lot of very odd rulings on how certain things were written, and have even admitted to trying to make them as confusing as possible. So I would like to try and fix those. I'd like to make it simpler for our DOJ, for even our civilians to be able to be able to just read what the penal code has and what those charges mean, as well as maybe adjusting some of the fines and things. I understand that there was a time where 70, I think it's still 75K for police equipment, which I understand it's a very serious crime, but I don't even think half the hot charges have that much in terms of fines. So
I would want to touch upon the government corruption issues inside the city. As some of you may know, there was a woman a few months back that was held on a hut charge for 36 days without proper trials. That person was then eventually found innocent on all of the counts. And it just hurts me that somebody could be held for 36 days on a hut charge for something that they were found innocent for, as well as the fact that we have officers in the LSPD, marshals, and FIB people all getting different amounts of pay, and they don't have any incentives to work towards because they might make less but have to work more. Then you have civilians out here having to work their ass off doing trucking and stuff like that, and work for hours and hours and hours, and then they get pulled over for running one red light, and the officers are trying to book them for everything. Just basically government corruption and trying to look out for people. Something like that probably.
There's some great points raised there already. I don't want to jump on to any of the points that the other candidates have made, but there's a lot of things that's going to take time to fix, unfortunately. But we'll get there. Be that me or one of the other candidates here. But something I think that can be fixed relatively quick and will benefit a lot of people, and I kind of touched on it earlier, was the fact that if you were to ring the LSPD, there's a good chance that someone's not going to answer the phone. I don't know if they have a budgeting issue, a staffing issue, or just the wrong priorities, but I want to make sure that desk is manned as much as possible. So if you want to go to VPD, you can talk to someone. If you want to ring, someone's going to answer, and officers get dispatched in a timely manner. And I believe that's something that can get fixed quite quickly.
I don't want to touch on, like all my other candidates have said, we don't want to touch on things that have already been touched upon. But big one for me, communication. I want to help fix communication between people, between the government, all the different districts, departments of law enforcement. So I want to have correspondence of representatives in each department. So when laws are changed, when there's new changes within LSPD or in their meetings, I want to have a correspondent in there able to tell us information that we are allowed to tell you all. I want communication to be, you give us things, we give you things. We want to, you give us problems that you want us to fix, we'll give you solutions, we'll give you what we're doing to fix those things. We want communication to be fixed and something that is easier to do between civilians and government.
Any more questions for anybody else?
I think we're going to go ahead and end it there. It's been a solid 90 minutes. I think we are good to start winding down. Plus, a few people left.
Yeah, thank you everybody for your questions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you everybody who came down, showed up, asked us any questions. Really appreciate y'all.
I hope this event has informed people better on who they're going to vote for.
We're hoping to open up. When are we hoping to open up the?
I think it's Thursday.
Make sure you like the post on
Thursday.
13.
So hoping to open up the
Constitution
polls on
says it should be
Thursday, and then
today.
hopefully it'll be done by Saturday. Count up on Sunday, and then the results on Monday.
Thanks everyone
So-
for your time.